Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me again today. Today is another exciting video. I got a really cool delivery. I'm super excited to show you how I came up with this look. And if you are interested how I did, please continue watching. But first, go grab your cup of coffee or that glass of wine and hit that subscribe button and notification bell if you haven't done so already. Okay, you guys, let's go check out that Chipotle palette. Okay, so here's the sad part to my story. I was at work when the Chipotle palette and little collection launched, and I set my alarm on my phone for 11 o'clock because it was on, I believe, on a Tuesday, and I knew that's when it was going to launch. So I set my alarm clock, and of course, that's the moment I cannot get away. I cannot get on my phone to place my order. Work just got busy and I was so sad. I was so sad. So when I got on it, I was able to get the palette and the lip gloss, but I was not able to get the sponges, and that's what I really wanted was the cute avocado sponge in the pit. I wasn't interested in the makeup bag, even though it's adorable, and I'll put a picture up here what it looks like. I mean, it really is, but I just know that I would never really put any use to it. So, and I think it's like $18. So, but I really wanted that sponge, and I truly hope that they do restock in it and I can purchase it. But I did get the palette, so I am happy about that. I am kind of lucky, and this also sold out pretty much maybe a half hour after I got on. So that's my sad story, and yeah, I was devastated. So anyway, we're going to get into this palette. I am super excited. I have seen quite a few reviews on it, and they say the formula is great. It's $16, which I think is a pretty high price for usually e.l.f. You know, usually their stuff is really super affordable. I mean, 16 bucks is still affordable, but it's out of the normal for e.l.f. So, but it comes in this little palette here, and you open it up, and it has all of the names. Like for instance, this is lettuce, guacamole. I believe that's mild salsa, hot salsa, black bean, pinto bean, white rice, brown rice. I think that's fajita. So it's all of the, um, of the little, when you go to Chipotle, the, what is that? That place where they put all the food, the little station. And I guess on the PR box, it actually showed the station, which I think is really cute. I actually think they should have put that on the back of this palette. Like others have mentioned, the names are only on this, so once you take it off, it's gone. So yeah, there was a little things that, I think everybody wishes they would have done with this palette. But what I'm going to do is, I thought about this. I'm like, because there's really no transition shade. It's pretty interesting, but I thought I would apply everything that I would put on my bowl if I went to Chipotle on my eyes. So, yeah, hopefully it doesn't turn out too crazy. Yeah, so as you can see, once you take off the plastic, all the names are gone. So on my burrito, I actually would put brown rice, black beans, pinto beans. This is fajita, like fajita meat. So I would use like a chicken fajita, but they don't have chicken fajita on here. So I would use that. And I do like the corn salsa, the mild, and pretty much this whole section here. I think this one is the hot salsa, and this one is the green salsa. So yeah, I'm going to have to put pretty much all of this on my eyes. So this should be fun. And I do have places to go today. So yeah. So I've already primed my lids, and we're just going to get started. I've already done my eyebrows. So I think I'm going to start with pinto beans. I'm just going to load my brush very lightly because that is going to be my transition shade. So it's going to be pretty dark. So I'm just going to go in super light with a light hand. I mean, if you load up your brush super light, you can see that you could actually use this as a transition shade, which is, thank goodness. And I'm going to shear it out pretty good. So I'm going to blend a lot. So who else was able to get their hands on this collection? And if you've used it and if you like it, yeah, it was a pretty exciting launch. And I actually just did a video regarding all of the kimchi, all of his products. And one of my good friends here on YouTube mentioned that, and him and another drag queen actually helped launch this collection. So yeah, that was pretty interesting. I'm like, how weird is that I did kimchi's collection and then got this like pretty much the same day. So it's fate, I tell you, fate. This is blending really nice. So like here, I think I put just a little bit more than I did the other side. So what you can do at that point, if that happens, just kind of wipe off your brush and go back in. Okay, so that's where we're at. I got my pinto beans on, and now I'm going to go into black bean. And I'm going to load up both sides of my brush. And I'm just going to put that on my outer corner. I love Chipotle. I haven't been there in a while, especially due to since when the pandemic started. And I think I went one time since this all started. And yeah, I just love it. I load up that bowl and have some chips and queso. And yeah, it's super. Everybody loves Chipotle. So far, so good with these shades. I'm finding that this darker shade, you just, need to build up a little bit. Have some patience with it. Again, with my hooded eyes, I'm kind of pushing my brush right in that hood and just going back and forth here. That way, and I loaded up both sides of my brush. That way, when you do that, it's going right where, like when I open now, you can see that shade peeking through. I kind of push it deep in that fold, and then you can move your eye a little bit. So now what am I going to do? I think I'm going to go into, I think it was called a fajita. And I'm going to take like a little flat brush and see how it does on a brush. Not too shabby for not being wet and not using my finger. And I'm taking that pretty much up almost to the top where I put black bean. That's pretty. It has, there's green, there's purple. Like in the pan, it looks like it's purple, but as you can see, do you see all the shifts? There's green, looks like a little bit of yellow. Super pretty. Oh, now on this side, I'm seeing even pink. Oh boy, this is gorgeous. Oh boy, I don't know how I'm going to fit all these. These on my eyes here. I think right in my inner corner though, I do want to go in with, yeah, I think it's corn salsa. And I'm just, whoa, that is pigmented. Woo! And I'm just going to put that on my inner corner. And kind of blend that in with that one. Okay, you guys, I'm getting a little nervous. I don't know how I'm going to work. It's these three. This one I think I can use. That was brown beans. Let's see if it will look okay up here. It's a little bright, but at least I put it on. And I'm gonna get away with it. And put that up there. And I actually probably could even put that a little bit in my inner corner. A little bit of brown rice, even though I probably would use a lot of brown rice, but not on my eyes. I'm going to try something crazy here. I'm going to try lettuce. I'm going to put it on this very thin brush here. Tap that off. And I'm just going to go just above everything that I have done. And so it's just a very light layer. I don't know how that's going to work here. Just kind of fade it out here a little bit. I'm just going to take a completely clean brush, just lightly blend that all together. So when I go with my under eye, we'll go back into these other shades I've chosen here. Yeah, obviously I put too much on my bowl. Okay, so a lot of the next parts I'm probably just going to kind of speed through it a little bit because a lot of it you have seen, but there are a couple new things I do want to talk about that I've been testing out and trying lately. Okay, so the first thing I've kind of changed up, and I have I had purchased this a while back in one of my elf hauls, and it's their oil control pore minimizing serum. And I have been using only this on my nose, and it seems to be really helping with my oil control throughout the day. And I don't know if that's why my foundations have been looking a lot better on my nose. I don't know, but I've been doing this, going to work for about a week now. And yeah, it's been doing the trick. I don't know what's happening. And it could be the weather. It's super dry out. And then I also picked up there, and it's from the retro collection. It's like a little oil primer, and it smells super nice. I actually picked this up on Amazon. Um, yeah, it just has a nice little smell to it, and I've been putting about 4 or 5 drops on and using this as my primer. Again, because the months are so dry, and you'd probably feel like, oh my gosh, why is she putting oil on her face? But it does not create more oil, if that makes any sense. So I've actually just been really enjoying it. I just want to share a couple of new things I've been testing and using and liking. Another thing I've been using and liking lately as well is putting on cream products under my foundation. And I'll show you what I'm doing. I'll kind of, like I said, kind of speed it up. So I'm using e.l.f.'s cream bronzer and contour set here, and I'm just going to put it on a brush and I'm going to apply. And I'm not going to be super precise or anything. I'm just going to go crazy. And you're going to want to be heavy-handed through this part because it will be covered up with foundation. So don't be shy with your products. Right, and now I'm going to use e.l.f.'s Putty Primer or Putty Blush. And oh, I just been loving these putty blushes, you guys. And you can put them under, over, anything. They're fabulous. Again, I'm going to go in pretty heavy-handed. Don't be alarmed. Also, you guys, if you notice, I have been going higher on my cheekbone, very close to my eye. This creates a more lifted look. All right, you guys, I'm telling you, always trust the process. I'm going to go over everything with e.l.f.'s CC Cream. I'm in the shade Light 210N. As you can see here, I am just tapping my face with my brush, and I'm not swiping. I'm not wanting to disturb anything, and I find like this helps a lot. Okay, so I just went in now with a sponge just to soak up any product that I don't want just sitting on my face, and also to press everything in. I just love this foundation, or CC cream or whatever it is, but it's still one of my favorites. If you guys can see how natural that looks, especially the bronzers and stuff like that. Now the blush, like I said, see how I should probably use more. But the good thing with this e.l.f. putty is now I can go over it and just deepen it up if I want to, which I do. But I do still like going over the top of this anyway, because I do love blush, and I love how it just kind of livens up the face. And the way I see it, if it rubs off, you got another layer underneath here. Okay, another technique I've been using, I just put a little bit of the Milani, that little color corrector, so just right in my corner of my eyes. So the other thing I've been doing, and I used to do it quite often before, but I kind of got away from it, and I don't know why I did, but it's an old trick, and I've just fallen back in love with it, and it's really making a difference. Actually, what I'm going to let it do is let this sit down for at least 30 to 45 seconds. Okay, so now that it has set down, I'm actually going to, this is a dry sponge, but I'm going to spray it down with setting spray, and use any setting spray that you want. I'm actually just using e.l.f.'s Glow mist here, and put it on my sponge. And now I go in and blend. And don't be shy with that setting spray. If you find that your brush is getting dry, apply more. It has really helped with, I think, things settling in my fine lines. It just looks so smooth. I still do set it down just a little bit, and then I'm pressing. Now I'm just going to set my whole face with the e.l.f.'s Halo Glow setting powder. Very light layer. Just going to use a little bit of e.l.f. Shimmer highlighting powder, and it's actually a very pretty, almost champagne color. All right, now let's go back in and try to use the rest of my menu here or my selections. So I think right now I'm going to go back into lettuce. Pretty much do the whole lower lash. I have been so into greens this year. I don't know why. Probably because they're bringing out so many green shadows out, but I've really been enjoying them. I'm actually going to go in now with, I don't think I've used this color yet, and this was the guacamole, and I'm going to go in just in the center part of my lower lid here. Okay, last but not least, I have to find somewhere to put hot salsa, which is, it looks like a, I don't know, this is going to be interesting, like a red, orange. Let's see what it looks like. So this is going in my inner corner, folks. It's actually super pretty. I would like to use this shade again. It almost comes off a little rosy, you know, like a rose gold. It is beautiful. I'm actually going to bring it over a little bit more because it's so pretty. It is gorgeous. Let me just kind of swatch this one on the back of my hand. It is just so pretty. So for $16, I'm thinking you get a lot of shadows, because look how some of these pans are. So it's really a good deal. Just like everybody, I wish they had put that station on the back with the names. Okay, you guys, it's actually not as bad as I thought that it was going to turn out. I'm going to go off and do my eyes. I'm actually going to put on these falsies from e.l.f. I've never tried them before. It's just a natural lash. So I'll give them a try and see how they look, but I'll be right back. All right, so we need to still use the lip product, but here is the look on the eye. I did line them with my Glam Light, and I did use e.l.f. lashes. Like I said, I've never tried these, and they're really nice, actually. The band's super thin, and they're not too dramatic, not too shabby. I really like these. I'll probably be getting more of them. And I also did use just a little bit of the mascara. Okay, so we still need to use their lip gloss that came, and this is called Hot Salsa. And from what I understand, it is a plumping one, so there you will get that little zing. I heard it's not too bad. So I actually, because I know it is a more clear gloss, even though it does look like there is some color. So let me just show you what it looks like. See how there's really no color at all. Very light. So my lips are very light anyway. So what I'm actually going to do is take the putty blush and put that on my lips first, and we'll see how that goes. Oh, that's pretty nice on my lips. It still has you can still, I thought it was going to be super dry, but it is kind of, there's a little creamy to it. So I got lucky on that one again. All right, let's try this gloss and see what it looks like. There is like a cinnamon smell, so I'm sure that is in there to give the plumping effect. Okay, let's see if it starts burning or stinging really bad. So far, so good. All right, you guys, that's the end of the collection. I'm so bummed again that I didn't get my little avocado, but I will be keeping my eye out for that. Hopefully they will bring it back. So again, this is the final look. I hope you guys really enjoy it. I really enjoy this palette. It's a really nice palette, you guys. I will say that. It's pretty impressive. So again, write in the comments below if you guys did get one as well. I would love to see your thoughts on it. And I'm on Instagram, and I would love to see the look you guys came up with if you also have it. So if you would like to follow me there, and that way we can see each other's pictures and all that good stuff over on Instagram. All right, you guys, I adore you dearly. Honest, I do. I love you. Until next time.